Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name's Alyssa and this is my channel, She Writes Books. I will be changing it before this video goes up, but anyways, my name's Alyssa. For those of you who don't know me, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I will be making a whole bunch more writing and book related videos. And I think I'm going to be transitioning my channel into more writing and book related videos, and I'll be keeping all the other media type stuff like movies and TV shows on my blog, which I'll leave down below as well. But today I wanted to talk about a subject in writing that has actually been inspired by The Walking Dead and also The Walking Dead community online. So, in the show, there have been, in season 8, it took so many steps to get to the war, to get to the final scene in season 8, which I don't remember if that was Rick and Michonne in the, hospital room with Negan, but there have been so many people saying online that I've seen in the comments of videos posted, or posts, or in the comments and posts posted by the Walking Dead page or the AMC Talking Dead page, which is the after show for it, and a lot of people are so mad with how long it's taken to get there, to get to that final scene and to finally get to the battle between our guys and the Saviors, and by our guys I mean the Hilltop, Alexandria, Oceanside, all of them. And it just made me think that it is okay to have these setbacks, because truly in their timeline a lot of time has not gone by. From the time that Glenn and Abraham died to the time that Carl died to the war, that's probably a couple of weeks. It's only so long for us because we have to wait so long just for the season to start, and then we have so many episodes up until the finale, and we have all these setbacks that we have to see the characters go through, like Rick deciding he's going to take his rage after Carl's dying out on Negan and stop their little parade. So there was that huge fight there, and a lot of people did not like the fact that they kept saying, "We're done talking. It's all war now." You have to have all those little moments in a story to build up the anticipation for the ending. Because if you don't have that, then it's way too fast-paced, or it's just going to be like a rocky mountain. And this show in particular has really good pacing, in my opinion, and I think that a lot of people who watch the show don't really understand how to write a story, because when you're writing a story, you do have to put your characters through all of these setbacks. Like with my murder mystery that I'm currently working on, I have crime scene after crime scene after crime scene after crime scene after meeting after meeting after meeting after discovery after discovery of little pieces. They are little puzzle pieces. Setbacks are the small pieces of the larger picture. So don't be afraid to put those setbacks into your story, and don't be afraid to use those to make it longer or to better pace your novel or to make it quicker. Because we also have to remember that their timeline in the story is not necessarily the same as our timeline. So yeah, everyone can be so pissed off that it took this long to get to the finale of season 8, to the all-out war, which was incredible. If they didn't take all those steps, part of what took so long was having all of those setbacks. We have Rosita and Daryl doing their own thing, Rosita wanting to go do her own thing. Rosita and Sasha both went to the sanctuary and did their own thing there. All these characters are not necessarily sticking to Rick's plan. Rick isn't even sticking to his plan because he is changing after his son died. Like, he had to watch his son die, so that's another kind of setback, but it also pushes the character forward. If you don't have something to set the character back, how are they going to push forward, if that makes any sense? I know I might be repeating myself, but I feel like I need to with this subject because not a lot of people understand that our timeline is not the same as your story's timeline. And that's a huge thing that I've seen across the internet with The Walking Dead, is they don't, even Chris Hardwick has said, we have to remember that there's only been a couple weeks span, or if you're following Maggie's pregnancy, which I think, I don't know how to really track that because it's hard to count the days, but she's supposed to be somewhere in between 3 months, the end of her first trimester with her pregnancy. So that's a way that you can track how long it's been. And we found out a couple days before, names, sorry, before Abraham and Glenn passed away, we found out that she was pregnant. So there's a short period of time within that time span. In your own story, there might be one thing that happens that leads to one thing, or a character deciding, I'm not going to follow this plan here, so I'm going to go do my own thing. And you're like, but I gotta get you all the way to this point. Let that character take their own way, because we're the writer. We're just writing their own story. If you're at that point where you can listen to your character and kind of allow them to use you to tell their story. And that's another thing that you have to learn to do is, I think, for the writers of The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman isn't the only one writing it, and he's the creator. He created the comics, and he knows where the end is going to be. This is not the end, but he knows where it's going to be, so he has to, along with the other writers, they have to listen to the characters and allow the characters to take over, allow the actors and actresses to take over so that they can tell the right story that the characters need right then and there. And I've learned that a lot with Zamora. I was going to cut out a whole bunch of stuff because I was like, I can finish this tonight. I just want to get through this book and call it a day. So I literally almost cut out half of the book, which I did end up adding in there because there was an episode between Rick and Negan where Rick completely went off on his own and rammed his car into Negan's car. If you haven't watched the season, sorry for spoilers, but it kind of goes along with what I'm saying. Or I need it for what I'm explaining. He completely went off and did his own thing, and this was after Carl died, and that messed everything up. He tried to go kill Negan when they had this huge plan of Hilltop Alexandrians and Oceansiders. If the Oceansiders decided to join, that they needed to stick to, but no one stuck to that plan. I think Jesus may have stuck with that plan, not like there's a character named Jesus, not actual Jesus, but sometimes characters don't like to stick with the program. They like to go their own way, and that's something that I've learned personally from my writing and from watching a whole bunch of TV shows, and from reading a whole bunch of books. Characters go their own way. Allow them to have all of those setbacks, to have this plan where, okay, I'm going to have this person do this, I'm going to have that person do that, I'm going to do this myself, and then to have two people completely backstab? No, turn the tables. How about that? They completely turn the tables and go their own way. That is something that if you're a new writer, you need to come to terms with when you're getting further into your writing. And I can go on and on and on about this topic, but I think that this video is already really long, so I apologize about that, but it was just something that I've been thinking about for a long time, since the finale, since the Rick and Negan episode, since I finished my novel Zamora. I have just been thinking nonstop about this, and I'm like, I need to make a video of this and put it up on my channel, see what other people think. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys would want to see in writing video wise. And besides that, I will be trying to post a lot more now that I'm coming to the end of my second semester, so I may not have time. I'm going to take today to try and film at least a couple videos to put up throughout the week. But I want to know your guys' suggestions, so please leave them below. There is a tag video that I've just been tagged in by Luis that I will be doing. Don't know when that's going to be going up, but be sure to subscribe to look out for that. But to kind of close this all off, allow your characters to take over you, and it may seem a little weird and scary, but that's okay. It just helps you grow as a writer, and it helps the characters grow if you allow them to have as many setbacks as The Walking Dead has had, because each character in that show is so developed and so much of their own person, and the actors are doing such a good job with bringing each of them to their own terms, and they're all dealing with a loss that they've had recently or in the past, and they're all just growing in grief, I guess, which is sad, but that's how that world is, and you have to allow that to happen, because otherwise the story isn't going to go anywhere if you don't allow the characters to sit back in order to move forward. Because even in real life, we have to have our own setbacks. Like, some of us may have disabilities, and those can be our own setbacks, and there's others who may lose jobs, and then they have that amount of time between the time that they lose their job to finding another one that can move them forward. It's kind of, you can apply it to real life, and you can apply it to your writing. I just think it's a really powerful thing, and I liked how I learned that through both my work and The Walking Dead, and seeing The Walking Dead community. This video was inspired by the community online kind of bashing the show for taking so long, when they don't realize we're not in the same time frame as they are. They're probably going into 2011 right now, because this show started in 2010. In the year 2010. Like, the show actually was in 2010, and yeah, so allow yourself to have your characters take over for a while and see how that goes. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm gonna go now, otherwise I can be talking forever on this topic. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!